Hi students, in this session we are going to study about some definitions, limit of a function, limit of a complex variable function. Now, in the case of real functions, in the case of real variable functions, we denote like this, limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to L. L is the limit of the function f of x. When x approaches to a, when x approaches to a, reaches to a, tends to a, all are same. So in the case of real variable functions, the limit of the function f of x is L when x approaches to a, when x reaches to a, when x tends to a. So this is the limit function in the case of real variables. Now let me explain limit of a function f of z, limit of a function in complex variables. Let us take f of z is equal to f of x plus iy is a complex function. Now we say that f of z, limit z tends to z naught, f of z is equal to L. Here f of z is a complex function. The limit of this complex function f of z is equal to L when z tends to z naught, z approaches to z naught, z reaches to z. Whenever z goes to z naught, the limit of the function f of z approaches to L, reaches to L. That is the meaning of limit of a complex function. But there is a small difference here. If we take a real variable, in the real variable let us take this small a. X is a real number. Let us take x is a real number. X tends to a in this direction. X tends to a in this direction. But in the case of complex functions, let us take a point z naught. This is real line. This is complex plane. In this complex plane, let us take a point z naught. Let us take a point z. Here z approaches to z naught in this direction. In this direction, in this direction, in this direction. So different approaches are there for z to tend to z naught. But here only left or right is there. This is the case of real functions. This is the case of complex functions. So that is the meaning of limit of f of x. Now let us take continuity. In this definition, if limit z tends to z naught, f of z is equal to f of z naught. So in the place of f we are getting f of z. Then we say that the function f of z is continuous at a particular point z. So the meaning of continuity of a function of complex variable is f of z is said to be continuous at a particular point z naught if limit z tends to z naught f of z is equal to f of z. So if it satisfies, the limit must be exist. This limit must exist and this value is equal to f of z, then only we say that f of z is continuous at a particular point z. So that is the meaning of continuity. Let us see what is the meaning of differentiability. Differentiability. So let us take a limit. Limit z tends to z naught. Limit z tends to z naught. F of z minus f of z naught divided by z minus z. So if this limit exists, then we say that the function f of z is derivable or differentiable at the point z. So the complex function f of z is said to be derivable or differentiable at a particular point z naught if this limit value exists. If this limit value does not exist, f of z is not derivable. That means f dash of z. So this limit value is known as f dash of z. So f dash of z means derivative of the function f of z. F dash of z means derivative of the function f of z at z is equal to 0. Z is equal to z. So this is the meaning of differentiability. If f dash of z does not exist, it is not differentiable. If this limit value does not exist, it is not differentiable. Now these are the basic definitions: limit, continuity, differentiability. Now we are going to see important definition: analytic function. Analytic function. Let us take a complex function f of z. Let us take a complex function f of z. Now we say that this complex function f of z is said to be analytic function if it satisfies two properties. First one is f of z must be differentiable at z. F of z must be differentiable or derivable at a particular point z, and also f of z must be differentiable at all points in the neighborhood of z. At all points in the neighborhood of z. In the epsilon neighborhood of z, epsilon disk of z. Then only we say that f of z is analytic at a particular point z. So I will repeat this one. A function, a complex function f of z is said to be analytic at a particular point z0 if f of z is analytic at that point and f of z is differentiable at that point and also differentiable at all points in the epsilon neighborhood of z. So we know what is the neighborhood of z0. This is z0. Let us take all the points. Let us take this distance is epsilon. All the points which lies in this area, that means all the points of z such that modulus z minus z0 less than epsilon. All the points which are at all the points of z which lies at a distance less than epsilon to z0, those are called as epsilon neighborhood of z. Now here in this analytic definition, 2 points we have observed. F of z is analytic at a particular point z0 if f of z is differentiable at z0 and also f of z is differentiable at all points in this neighborhood of z. Then only we say that f of z is analytic at a particular point z0. So that is the meaning of analytic function. Now, for example, if f of z is not differentiable at a particular point z0, then that point z0 point is called as singular point. Singular point. So z0, the point z0 is called a singular point if f of z is not differentiable at that point. So there is one more definition. F of z is differentiable at all points in the epsilon neighborhood of z0, but not differentiable at this point only. Then at that time we say that z0 is called as isolated singular point. Isolated singular point. So singular point means z0 is called a singular point if the function f of z is not differentiable at that point. But sometimes f of z is differentiable at all points in the epsilon neighborhood of z0, but it is not differentiable at the particular point z0 only. At that time z0 is called as isolated singular point. So once again we say that f of z is said to be analytic at a particular point z0 if f of z is differentiable at the point z0 and also at all points in the epsilon neighborhood of z0. So that is the meaning of analytic function and isolated singular point and singular point. Now there is one more definition: entire function. Here we are talking about one point only. If you take all the points in the complex plane, if f of z is analytic, f of z is analytic everywhere in the complex plane. F of z is analytic everywhere in the complex plane means at all points in the complex plane. Then f of z is said to be entire function. So in this session we have completed limit, continuity, differentiability, analytic function and entire function. In the next session we can see which functions are analytic